Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discussing an application where the use case was very interesting. The high level requirement was to make calls automated, and that calls will be made through an AI agent. So no human will talk. It will be an AI talking to real person, real human, like a real person, and it will take all the information, all the needed information from the users, and it will update our system. So for that, whatever we have used and what all, how I have structured the services and how I have, uh, how the workflow and how the setup is done. So I'll discuss all the aspects here. Okay. So let's start the discussion. So the requirement was we needed an automated system to fetch patients' data from the provider and then apply some filters and then make some automated calls to all those patients for their upcoming appointment to the doctor. So basically, it is kind of a system where there are many doctors who are in this system where their patients needed to have an automated call uh, to get the confirmation about their appointment. So about the upcoming appointment, they will get a call. Let's say I have an appointment for tomorrow. So I'll get a call today. Like if I'm able to join, if I'm if I'm confirmed that I'll be joining at the set time, or I may get late, or I need to reschedule. So whatever the status is, so we can get that confirmation and we will update the system accordingly. So this was the whole idea, but the human intervention was not needed in this because it was intended to make it automated and uh, all everything like to get the data from the server, make calls, and that AI agent will call and will talk. So no human interaction is there. And for this system, we don't need a UI. It was all from the services and everything. So how I have structured this, basically the solution which I have provided, I'll just give a gist of it. So I've used SST for AWS services. So I was using a lot of AWS services and have used SST for the ease of creating the services, using the services, and also for the deployment. So I can test my live lambdas in my local system. So that is what that was give me the advantage of for this. And I'm not well versed with AWS, so SST was a very good choice for me to work with AWS services. So as like we have discussed in requirement, we have to make or we have to fetch data for from the third party server. So and that too, it should be in some intervals. So here we have 6 hours of interval. So for that I have used cron job. For that I have used cron basically for scheduling the fetch data fetch for every 6 hours. Uh, I have my Lambda, which is connected to the cron job, which will make the call to the server. It will once the response is received, it will process the data, add the filter, and then save it to the MongoDB. Also, it will add all the users to be called. To whom we have to call. So we filter out the data. Once that is done, we will add that in the SQS queue. I don't wanted it to call in the loops or anything. So I have added a queue service there. So my queue will call the AI agent API with all the information needed, like for the appointment. So like the patient data, the appointment ID, and the time. So it has all those. I send all those data to the agent API. and it gives me the success or not success for the call. So if the call is made, if there is no error in between, so if the call is triggered, it will give me the status back, like success status back. If the call is not made, it will give me the error back. Uh, so once that is back, I save it to the database. Also, the after the call is done, like the agent have had the conversation with the user, the agent has taken all the information which was needed, and the call is now cut. So after that call, the agent server, the API AI agent server will hit a webhook API. I mean, hit a post API which we have created for which works as a webhook for that AI, and it gives us the data of the call. So whatever outcome, whatever outcome and the transcript of the call, along with the data which we have sent for, let's say we have sent the appointment ID, we have sent the username, so we get all those data as well. And once that is received, then we do the processing if needed, and if not, we just update it to the database, and also we need to update it to the server. So this is the whole high level idea. Let's now go to the diagram. Yes, I'll show the diagram, and we'll discuss every pieces there. So, so yeah, this is the whole, overall diagram. Let's zoom into the picture, and we'll just check like what also how it is connected with everyone, with everything actually. So this is the cron which runs every 6 hours. So this is the starting point of this system. It invokes a lambda which handles the data fetching and filtering and processing. So this makes a request to the server, to the third party API which has all the appointment and patient data. So this makes a request to there, and once the response is received, so this contains the appointment data. So once that is received, I need to apply some filters. I need to check the previous call. Once the in the previous call, if there is any record which is yet to be called, let's say due to some error or due to the call was not answered, so I have to update. I have to maintain that status. So I have to once this call is made, once appointments are fetched. So before adding it to the queue, I first fetch the previously not called data, and the new filtered data. So whatever I have to call in this segment. So I take all those and add it to the call queue. So my call queue has all the data which all the appointments basically which needs to be sent to the AI. So now my call queue is attached to another lambda, which is the consumer for this queue. So it takes one by one. It takes the data one by one from the queue, and it will call the AI agent server. What this will do is AI agent server, once that API is hit, I receive I receive a success or an error for that call. So if I receive a success, then I update that appointment in the DB, like the call is made, and if not, then the call is not made. So due with that, I fetch like the thing like I have previously mentioned. Like here, I am checking if the call is made previously or not. So this is regarding that. So if let's say the user hasn't answered, or due to some error the call was not made, so I have that update, so I can get take that in the next iteration. So that is why I keep that status also, like the call is made or not, so that it is easy for me to handle, and any call is not missed, or any appointment is not missed to get the call. So once the AI agent receives it, it triggers the call from their server. The AI agent calls the patient, and then talks about them. about the appointment. It takes the confirmation if they are going to join on time, if they are going to be late, if they are they want to reschedule. So whatever the status is, so it takes that status. Once the call is over, then that server, the API agent server, will hit a post post API to our server, which is a webhook which we have created. So it will call this with the call data. So call data consists of outcome, transcript, and this I think answered is I had to take it from the transcript and the outcome. So it is basically some processing which I which I have to do. So once that is received here one in the API, so this invokes another Lambda, and this is the post call handler. Here I'm checking that call was answered or not. If the API, let's say the user has confirmed that he or she will be joining on time or not joining on time, or maybe you want to reschedule, or maybe you want to cancel. So this I check that if the call is answered and have some status, I update that and also update this to the third party server where from where we have received the data or the master data is there. So I also have to update it. If the call is not answered, then this call will not be made. It will just update our database, and this call will not be made. And yeah, that will remain same. But then this my database will be updated with the status, like if it was answered or not. If not, I mean that is the call was not answered, so that I can take it in the next iteration. So once that next cron runs, it will checks that data, like this was not called on, this was not answered earlier. So I have to make a call once again. So that is why the status is maintained, and this is how like this system is working. Till now with our tests, we are good. We have not faced any issue, and the structure is also working very nicely. So there is no issues till yet. So if you find any error or uh, any chance of improvement, please let me know in the comment section so that I can improve this, and we'll maybe update the system, and we'll share the progress or share the updates with you after that as well. If you like the video, please like and comment your views on this, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share this video with your colleagues or friends if you find it helpful. Thank you. Signing off.